It is Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. It looks as though Pandora's box is about ready to be opened in America, and it's going to be a very, very scary time. You know the old saying, something evil comes this way. We are on the verge of seeing so many things happening here in America, a breakdown economically, a breakdown in our society, socially, on the streets of America. Economically, we're witnessing more volatility in these markets. I think it's pretty confirmed we're in a bear market at this point. Dow Jones was down 301 points. A lot of volatility today in these markets. And a lot of it was blamed on a low-level meeting that was canceled with China. So these trade negotiations with China are going nowhere. And even if they go anywhere, what's going to happen at the very end of it? China probably doesn't stick to the agreement. I think we're putting way too much emphasis on this trade war with China. China can agree to anything, but enforcing that and having them actually stay true to a deal is probably going to be impossible. At the end of the day, this country's broke. We have major debt. We have major issues. Article today I read, on a survey was taken, 48% of Americans say the economy is worsening. That's up from 45% in December, and that's up from 36% in November. People are witnessing and see the volatility in the markets. They understand that the trade war with China, that there's consequences, that they see an uptick in unemployment. They understand we have a government shutdown with over 800,000 people not getting a paycheck. People understand that there's a lot of uncertainty. People feel the uncertainty. They don't know if they're going to have a job 6 months from now or a year from now. They don't know if that 401k is going to be there for them, if their pension is going to be there. There's just so much uncertainty with the future, the direction that this country's going in. The uncertainty, is there going to be civil unrest in America? Is there going to be a terrorist attack in America? There's just so many things happening right now in this country, unlike any other time. You know, the market continues to have problems. And even though they're being dovish and saying there's going to be no more rate hikes, we have all these Federal Reserve presidents coming out. We have Jerome Powell coming out. Everybody's dovish. Everybody's saying they're going to be patient, that the Fed is backing off. You know, as Peter Schiff said in an article I read today, it's already too late. They've already raised the rates too much. We've based this economy on 0% interest rates, and now at 2.25%, it cannot handle it. And so if we get into a major recession here, there's really nowhere to go. At 2.25%, we don't have much to lower. We literally have to go negative, and that's going to cause a lot of problems. Investors think everything is going to be okay. They think it's okay now because of the back off with the Fed, the dovishness. But what they don't understand is the damage has already been done. Those 7 rate hikes that we had since Trump's been in office, from 0% to 2.25%, the damage is done. We cannot sustain a 2.25% rate in this country right now. This economy is that fragile, and people are going to find out right now. They're finding out just how fragile the economy's been. The whole thing's been a Ponzi scheme. It's been completely supported with 0% interest rates. In other words, this economy has had no legs whatsoever. We don't even have a normal rate, and we're having major problems. And we're without a doubt in a bear market, and we're going to continue to see more volatility in these markets. This is now the calm before the storm. I think most people watching this video feel that something is very wrong in this country, socially and economically. We are sitting right now in the calm before the storm hits. And I think if there's one thing that I can recommend, and again, a lot of people out there are a lot smarter than me. A lot of you guys that watch these videos, I read the comments as many as I can. A lot of you people are a lot smarter than me. I'm just giving you my feedback of what I'm doing, what I think is right, at least for my lifestyle. But right now, I'm going to keep acquiring more gold, more silver, as much as I can with what I have. I think that the two most undervalued assets in the entire world are gold and silver, and I think they're brutally cheap right now. A lot of people out there are going to say, no, you need more food, you need more water. Again, that's very important, and you do. But gold and silver will always have value even in the toughest times. They still have buying power even in a depression. Even in a collapse, gold and silver still buy food, it buys water. But to me, the biggest advantage of having gold and silver is after the collapse. After the dust settles, we get back to a monetary system. Your can of beans won't be worth that much at that point. Your bottled water won't be worth that much at that point. We're back on a monetary system. The person holding real money, hard assets, gold and silver, they're going to have the advantage. That's why I believe you should be acquiring gold and silver, because after the collapse, you're going to have the advantage. You're going to prosper. You're going to have a head start because you're holding what the world, the entire world knows is true money. So if there's any advice I can give personally myself, and I'm not a financial planner, I'm just, telling you what I'm doing. I think now, as the last couple years have been, now as we're getting closer to this storm, it's imperative to be really stacking silver and gold. I really fear for the good people here in America, and I especially fear for the people who are still asleep. Not only are we on the brink of an economic collapse, quite possibly a Great Depression, the greatest depression we've ever seen, but socially, this country is so divided and in so much trouble. We're going to see violence if we have an economic collapse. We're going to see violence if we have a civil, social collapse in America. And I fear most of all, I fear for the people that aren't prepared for it, because they have no idea how brutal human beings can be. They have no idea how chaotic, violent, and brutal things can get literally overnight. Here's another article most of you know. Illegal alien arrested for 4 murders in Nevada. I think this happened a day or two ago. This guy was burglarizing senior citizens, getting into their homes and then murdering them, killing them, and then robbing them. So another illegal alien here in America who shouldn't have been here, preying on senior citizens. Now, there are 4 elderly dead people in Nevada. These are parents of people. These are grandparents to people who should have never been killed, who should have lived their life out naturally. But no, your politicians think that it's okay to have open borders and to allow scum to just walk into America and brutally murder people. The blood is on the hands of these politicians. 4 more dead Americans because we allowed another illegal alien into this country. We allow people over that border every day. Wait till the terrorism hits America, and it's all going to be in the hands of these politicians who are too selfish, too lazy, put their own greed in front of the safety of Americans. They want that authority, they want that power, they want that money, and they want to keep allowing those borders open. They don't care about your safety, they don't care about your family's safety, they don't care about America's safety, they don't care about this country. These people are traitors. They've committed treason again, and there's blood in their hands because 4 elderly people in Nevada now are dead. Let's talk about our neighbors in Mexico, Tijuana, which is about 2 hours from my house right now. But Mexico in general, as a whole, in 2018, their murder rate went up 33%, a total of 33,341 murders in the country of Mexico. And I can tell you this, that is probably a very, very conservative number. Tijuana this year already has had 153 murders in the month of January. It had 17 murders in 28 hours. They're 2 hours away. Tijuana is 2 hours away from my house. These borders are wide open. These people in these cities, like Tijuana, can walk right over here, and they do. And so we're going to continue to see more innocent Americans murdered by illegal aliens because your politicians are going to do nothing about it. Yet we demonize and ridicule Donald Trump, the only guy trying to do anything to stop this war on America. Yet the politicians don't even want to allow this president to give the State of the Union address. This is how much these politicians, these globalists, these communists, Marxist, socialists hate your president. Yet we're too worried about what he's tweeting or how he's combing his hair, yet he's the only one who seems to be trying to do anything in Washington. He's coming to the table, trying to put a DACA deal together, trying to build a wall, trying to bring everybody together, trying to put a deal together, yet these politicians don't even come to the table. They have absolutely defaulted on their jobs. They don't care about this country. They don't care about you. They want nothing to do with making America safe. They don't want to have anything to do with getting people back to work. All they want to do is implode this country, destroy this president, and make you a debt slave. Something very, very dangerous happened here the other day, and it had to do with Covington Catholic High School. The mainstream media, the fake news, portrayed these kids as extreme racists, that they were going to attack this older Indian gentleman playing his drums as they were all visiting Washington. And so they were all wearing, these Make America Great hats, the MAGA hats. And, of course, most of them are white. And so immediately the media portrays them to be racial, angry, violent. All of it was a lie. And this is very, very dangerous what the media just did. What they didn't show you was the real racist group that was there, and that was the Black Hebrew Israelites. This is a black nationalist cult. They are an extreme racist group.
You'll find it out for yourself. Indian means savage. They was naming you after the people in India. Exactly.
I know the name of my land. I know the name of my land.
Just like our people call themselves black. There's nobody black. Nobody matches this color. There's nobody white. Nobody matches the color of this. You understand? We are the children of Israel. And that's what we are here to do.
That's right. That's right.
Indian means savage, brother.
I don't know where you got that from.
Look it up, brother.
I did look it up. I'm a historian.
Okay.
It came from Indio. It came from a Spanish word, Indio.
Right.
Which means God. God-like people. That's what it means.
No, God, yes, Indios, yes, God-like people. But Indian, that word means savage. In the English text, I'm not.
Shut your big ass mouth.
Speak like that to your parents.
My parents are dead.
Well, then speak like that to them.
Let me ask you something. Hold on. Let me ask you something. Why you got all these dirty ass crackers behind you with a red Make America Great hat again on, and your coon ass, you want to fight your brothers. You got all these racist bastards with red, you nigga, with all these crackers with racist ass Make America Great hats on, and you gonna talk about you gonna get violent with us. Get your old Uncle Tom ass out of here.
This is what the Lord is coming for.
All these peckerwoods with Make America Great. This nigga want to talk that garbage about nigga what you want to do. Look at all these dusty ass crackers with that racist garbage on. Look at these dirty ass crackers.
Yeah. With that, y'all gotta go. No, we're not equal. Go home and understand America will burn.
They were calling these kids all kind of names because they didn't like the red and white hats. They called them racist names. You can watch the video. There's many videos that are a little bit more descriptive and a little bit longer, where you're going to hear them calling these kids crackers. They call them homophobic names. They call them pedophiles. They call them all kind of degrading names, yet the media didn't play any of that. Nathan Phillips was the drummer, the Indian drummer. He basically got in the middle of these two groups. And I didn't hear one word calling anybody on either side, the Indians or the black nationalist group, names. They didn't call any of these groups names. One kid stares at the drummer, almost looked like he was in awe. And yet now he's a racist because he stared down the drummer and supposedly got in his face when it was Nathan Phillip who marched over and got into this group's face. And not saying that he was trying to do anything aggressive or anything like that. He might have just been getting in the middle, seeing that the black nationalist group was calling these kids names. So I don't really know what his intentions were. But there was no intentions by this Catholic high school, a pro-life group down there to support pro-life. There was no evidence at all that supports these kids were racist in any way. And because this kid was like looking at Nathan Phillips drumming, he's a racist now. And the media said that these kids got in his face. Let me repeat this. Nathan Phillips, the Indian drummer, marched over to this group of kids. They never got in his face. Yet the media is portraying these kids, again, as racist, aggressive, getting in the faces of these Indians. Farthest thing from the truth. They're a pro-life group. They seem very positive. I didn't hear or see anybody do anything aggressive or call anybody names. But I did see this Israelite black nationalist group. They were calling people a lot of names and they were acting very aggressive. They even told this Hebrew black nationalist group even called one of the kids who was black from the high school. They called him the N-word, and they said that his white friends were going to steal his organs. I mean, that's how radical these groups are. The media said nothing about the homophobic remarks they made. The media said nothing about the aggression. They said nothing about the racial remarks that this extreme racist black nationalist group made. Nothing was said. Only if you think that a civil war in America is not possible, this media and Hollywood are pushing for one every day. They're taking events now and twisting them and lying to the American public and making things appear as something that they're not. And they're going to keep lying and pushing for a civil war. I promise you, Kathy Griffin will not be in the streets of America when a civil war starts out. But I can promise Kathy Griffin one thing. People know where you live too, Kathy Griffin, and people will come to your house. That's not a threat. That's just reality. I do not condone violence. I don't like violence. But these people, these hardcore socialists in Hollywood and in the media are pushing the other half of this country into something they don't want to do. I think that the right, I think the patriots, I think the conservatives in America have really showed a lot of class, a lot of poise, a lot of respect. I'm going to close this video out on a few words. To the Jack Morrisseys, to the Rob Reiners, to the Madonnas, to all the actors, actresses, producers, directors in Hollywood who keep calling the good people of America dumb, stupid, retarded because they believe in God, they believe in the Bible, they believe in having free speech, they believe in having a Second Amendment, the right to defend themselves, they believe in having their own opinions. For you people who believe in throwing kids in wood chippers because they wore a red hat, or you people who believe it's okay to blow up the White House or blow up a Catholic high school because your fake mainstream media lied about some kids. And you know what? Even if these kids were racist, that's not against the law. You can't just blow up a high school because a couple kids said something you didn't like. There is no law with being racist and not liking somebody in this country. Newsflash. You can't just go and assault people because they don't like somebody, no matter what color they are. You can't just go and assault people because they don't believe in what you believe in, okay? These kids are the farthest thing from racist, but you're trying to make them out to be something that they're not. If you continue to push America into a civil war, I can promise people like Kathy Griffin, the Madonnas, the Rob Reiners, and the Morrisseys, and all these people in the media who promoted a civil war, I can promise that there's many people that know where you live and know where you work also. And I don't care how tall the walls are at your house or how much security you have. These people will come to your house, they will find you, and they will give you justice. And I don't condone violence, and I'm not threatening anybody. But if you keep threatening America, you keep threatening the president, you keep calling good American people, you keep calling the vets and the police in this country, you keep demonizing and downgrading these people and God-fearing people in America, you're going to start something that you're never going to be able to finish. The right half of this country doesn't want a civil war. They want to be left alone. They want to work, pay their taxes, and live life. They do not want to be violent. You do. And if you keep asking for it, they're going to give you what you want. And I promise you, you're going to regret what's coming to you. Guys, thank you very much for listening. Continue to be praying for this president. Continue to be praying for this country. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Please share this video. Continue to wake up everybody you know. Wake up your churches, your friends, your family. And let's just continue to stay awake and stay alert, because things are changing at a very, very fast rate here in America and across the globe. God bless you guys. I'll talk to you very, very soon.